Machine. Yeah. Come on. We are biological machine. Yeah. Come on.
Good morning, fans of the new network. Normally, as you know, I don't sound like this. Normally, I sound a lot worse. Our guests today are Michael Mendenheim and Tim Kitzrow. They are the stars of Mutant Football League 2. We're going to be discussing a lot of great stuff. Tim is the voice of our favorite sports franchises that have made over $2 billion. Unfortunately, they were jerks, didn't share with him. And then Michael is the president, creative director, and Digital Dreams Entertainment Incorporated. Guys, thank you for joining us today.
I am so over Madden. Hey, El Hexa. Find me something better than Madden.
If I'm past searching Mayhem Football League.
Time is running out.
We are biological machine. Yeah. Come on. Upgraded to be a machine. I dream of a laser beam that cuts me into two. That's way I can lead two lives. Have a better chance to survive. Derived from an aboriginal ape who is smarter now, whose life's at stake. Unharmonious, glorious retreat. Pushed back into battle and held up on my feet. Need to seek shelter, felt the belt welcher. No need to tell ya. What will compel ya? Propel ya into a landslide. Derail the train, provide an alternate ride. Shooting falling stars with a slingshot. Ending their life while they're burning hot. Better get caught for a stamp to the spoon. We are biological machines capable of dreams with insatiable means. Procreational seeds, confrontational beams, temptational greed. The galaxy watches us. The nail in his foot that busts. Plus we fight and bust. Trust in ourselves. Our own ignorance is the hand we fill. Dwell in a flower that will never blossom. Kill for the power, your bullets has shot them. Drop them, lock them in a 6x6. Gave them fire, but we're missing the sticks. Power, desire, holding a loud wire. Raise a bar, but wasn't able to go higher. Tried again. But my impatience led to impermanence in the end. Defended by a gate, time to break it down. We gotta separate the boys from the clowns. Swimming in a lake and we all might drown. In a dream state, time to wake up now. We are biological machines, capable of dreams. We are biological machines with insatiable needs. We are biological machines, capable of dreams with insatiable needs. Procreation, no seeds, break. Break! Break!
Flying over it now. Flying over it now. Time is running out. Now. Time is running out. Time is running out.
I am bored. I am so over Madden. Hey, El Hexa. Find me something better than Madden.
If I'm lost, searching Mayhem Football League.
Time is running out.
We are biological machines. Yeah. Come on. Upgraded to be a machine. I dream of a laser beam that cuts me into two. That's way I can lead two lives. Have a better chance to survive. Derived from an aboriginal ape who is smarter now, whose life's at stake. Unharmonious, glorious retreat. Pushed back into battle and held up on my feet. Need to seek shelter, felt the belt welcher. No need to tell ya. Once will compel ya, propel ya into a landslide. Derail the train, provide an alternate ride. Shooting falling stars with a slingshot, ending their life while they're burning hot. Better get caught for a stamp to the spoon. We are biological machines, capable of dreams with insatiable means. Procreational seeds, confrontational beams, temptational greed. The galaxy watches us, the nail in his foot that busts. Plus we fight and fuss, trust in ourselves. Our own ignorance is the hand we fill. Dwell in a flower that will never blossom. Kill for the power, your bullets have shot them. Drop them, lock them in a 6x6. Gave them fire, but we're missing the sticks. Power, desire, holding a live wire. Raise a bar, but wasn't able to go higher. Tried again. But my impatience led to impermanence in the end. Defended by a gate, time to break it down. We gotta separate the boys from the clowns. Swimming in a lake and we all might drown. In a dream state, time to wake up now. We are biological machines, capable of dreams. We are biological machines with insatiable needs. We are biological machines, capable of dreams with insatiable needs. Procreation, no seeds, break. Break! Break!
Flying object now. Flying object now. Time is running out. Now. Time is running out. Time is running out.
I am bored. I am so over Madden. Hey, El Hexa. Find me something better than Madden.
If I'm lost, searching Mayhem Football League.
Audio check.
Running out.
We are biological machines.
The stream will begin momentarily. Welcome, one and all.
Upgraded to be a machine. I dream of a laser beam that cuts me into two. That's way I can lead two lives. Have a better chance to survive. Derived from an aboriginal ape who is smarter now, whose life's at stake. Unharmonious, glorious retreat. Pushed back into battle and held up on my feet. Need to seek shelter. Without culture, no need to tell ya.
Now you can hear the crowd going wild. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions are about to get. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you have to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. Champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions are about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions are about to get down.
For machines capable of dreams with insatiable needs. Procreation, no change. Break.
Now you can hear the crowd going wild. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions are about to get. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you have to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. Champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions are about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions are about to get down.
And welcome back, one and all, to another round of Digital Dreams Entertainment Streams, the MFL on EVLSN Live, featuring Mutant Football League. Tonight, we broke off another time warp and brought the Carcass City Creeps all the way back to the 2023 Week 3, Round 3, 4? Is it 3 or 4? Just went through all this earlier. Week 3, round maybe 6. Regardless, they're up against the Cracksome Skull Jugulars. I know it's week 3. It's week 4. We just did week 3, the Mangols and the Vultures yesterday for your Sunday night slaughter. Much appreciate everybody that came out for the premieres on both the Mutant Football League MFL YouTube channel, as well as the Digital Dreams YouTube channel of the newest MFL 2 interview between Michael Mendheim and James and Tim Kittro. We're gonna run that one more time at the end of this evening stream. So if you missed the premiere yesterday, you'll get to hang out here and chat about all the stuff they mentioned in it as we broadcast it right here on Digital Dreams Entertainment Streams Live. Let's get into this, shall we? As I said, we are seeing the Carcass City Creeps, that's us, take on the Cracksome Skull Jugulars. Week 3, round 4 of the 2023 preseason, time warped right here for you.
Yeah, this is going to be a bloody game. The teams are loading their weapons and sharpening their spikes.
All to show you why.
Jugulars battle the Carcass City Creeps.
The Carcass City Creeps are the two-time reigning MFL Mayhem Bowl champions of the galaxy.
Hello again, everybody. Grim Blitzrow here, along with Brickhead Mulligan.
That's me.
And his mutant hobbit head that lives on his shoulder, Bricks Jr.
How about you
Give us that ball.
up?
Well played, Junior. Moving on.
And we gotta do the usual. I hit the button, but nothing happened.
Second down and a mile.
Make up some ground.
Man, look at it. Holy crap, he runs straight into a mutant trap and dies. Reminds me of my breakfast cereal, the old
Nice.
Crunch. Third down and, well, good luck.
Oh no.
Slice its way through any defensive player trying to block it.
That's really putting the
That's
football
not
back in
good.
football, don't it, Grim? That's a great dirty trick.
Well,
Ballsy? Stupid, maybe? I guess we'll decide after we see how this goes. But probably stupid.
oh no.
Play was like the offense was playing rock, paper, scissors, and the ref just called a bullshit penalty.
Thank you.
I don't understand why.
It's a jailbreak, and the defense jumps offside to kill the ref. Oh, crowd's loving it.
Yeah,
And it's first and 10.
Nice.
Touchdown! And he rumbles that one into the end zone. Nicely done.
I can't run like that unless it's coupon night at Taco Hell.
That's how it's done.
Footwork though than me, and it kind of not clenching his cheeks though.
Well, little chip shot here, extra point, but this guy could blow it.
Extra point? Heck no. We gotta go for 2.
And that's a good
Yeah.
number throw.
And those numbers add up to 2.
Beautiful.
Here comes the kicker.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. What's the kicker, Grim?
This guy in the field.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me a story like, here's the kicker. When I turned on the light, it wasn't a broad in my bed. It was a chimp wearing a wig.
Huh. Bummer.
And it's 1st and 10. He was stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
So was that cheerleader.
Second down and 10. Third down and long. That's a vicious hit, and the crowd loves it.
He just turned that guy into 300 pounds of ground mutiny.
And you can't hit a guy much harder than that. And that is unfortunate. And that's the way to get the sticks moving. He picks up 5 yards on that play.
Kill him.
Second down and 5. And this game is up for grabs. Second down and 5. He grabs it and picks up 4 on that reception.
Get over there. Not enough violence.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. First down. And this guy is a stud, Bricks.
They're telling me, nice run.
No, I mean, he's a real stud. He works at the Mutant Stud Farm weekends and summers. And that's a sack. The quarterback has to get rid of the ball there. Second down and ain't gonna happen, partner.
One time, when I was playing, a guy hit me so hard, I went into a dark tunnel. Thought I saw my grandparents waving at me in the line. Turns out it was just the visitor's tunnel that he knocked me into, and it was the paramedics waving fingers in my face. If that hit didn't cripple him, it certainly left skid marks.
Man, this coach must have played too many video games. You gotta punt it here. Come on. The defense saw that play coming a mile away and snuffed it out on 4th down.
Beautiful. Give us that ball back.
And it's 1st and 10. Tired of the quarterback's tight spirals and magnetic
Oh, no.
legs. You aren't even allowed to touch the QB. In the MFL, they have plays just for killing them. That's what I'm talking about.
It's 2 QBs down.
And it's 1st and 10. He just picked the receiver's pocket.
Oh, no.
There's nothing but open field in front of him.
Somebody get that guy a beer, because he just saved me $1,000.
Well, at least we got that.
Time warp dirty trick and transport their offense back in time.
It's just a jump to the left.
And a step to the right.
And the ball hits the field incomplete.
He threw it when no one could catch it.
Wrong
Something's
button.
Like that, in the quarterback.
That was all on me.
Second down and 10. And he just nailed him.
Yeah.
Numbers for a touchdown. Listen to his fans howl. They love him. He came up as a teenage werewolf in the Mutant Farm League.
I don't know if he's dancing or just marking his territory.
doesn't want to make any mistakes here. Look out! They try to catch the defense, and he runs it in for an easy 2 points. The momentum in this game may be shifting.
Those are just my balls.
Hey, thanks for sharing, Bricks.
Looks like they're lined up for an onside kick.
I thought they were going to do some sort of chorus line.
Ah, shit.
And it's 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 on that play. And they stop the clock with their first time out to try and stay in this game.
Nice coaching move here. Hall of Fame caliber.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty standard coaching move at this point of the game.
I won't listen to this
He
blasphemy.
turned into a mutant fireball with that Claymon dirty trick. And anything he touches gets floppy.
Kill him.
Pick up the first down with a nice piece of running
Get back there. Kill him.
Oh, and you can
Yes.
bury that guy because he is dead.
Oh, did you see what number he was? I gotta check it off my Dead Mutant bingo card. I only need 1 more.
The offense goes into their 2-minute drill.
What the hell is that?
It's the same thing in the hurry-up offense, you moron.
I am so confused.
They could not connect on that play.
Nice.
Any field goals over 40 yards are difficult. He's going to really have to boom this one. He's got the distance, and the kick is good.
Oh no, they're on the board.
They're looking for a good return after giving up points. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, let's see if they always suck or if that was just a one-time thing.
And it's 1st and 10. You know, you gotta put the buzzsaw in the MVP conversation, Briggs. Got more kills than anyone in the league right now.
Yeah, you
We
make a good
lost a
point.
guy there.
And this ref is definitely on the take. That was a bogus penalty.
Oh.
First down and long. Offense says it's time to put the ref out of his misery. And the ref somehow
No.
escapes the onslaught. Here comes the penalty. First down and forever. And the offense jumps off sides to kill the ref. They say, we're mad as hell and not going to take it anymore. First down and a mile.
Oops.
And that's the end of the second quarter.
I was too busy looking at the chat.
Some bribe money as they head to their lockers. Stay with us for the halftime show, brought to you by our friends at Monsatan Industries. We make genetically altered.
Good luck on your Philadelphia Dynasty, Indy.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Mutant Football League halftime show. Think about that bullshit penalty.
Let's kill some
You
refs.
can do this.
Oh, come on. I got the shot off.
And now he's lunch. He'll be going onside here, and the return team is ready for it. No surprises here. And it's 1st and 10. And with another pick, the
Yes.
QB says, I don't always throw interceptions, but when I do,
You can't keep a good mutant down.
And that was a bone crusher right there, folks. Another bullshit penalty. How long these guys gonna take this? And it's 1st and 10. Defense says enough of this BS and jumps off sides to lay waste to the referee. Way to go, guys. And it's 1st and 10. The defender says, I don't think so. Second down and 10. I've had it. I'm running out of excuses.
Yeah.
For this QB. You just.
Ouch! What is this, 80s wrestling?
Those interceptions is good. Let's make up some ground.
I don't think you can say that, Grim.
Touchdown! And he rips
Hooray!
a breaking run for the score. Don't try to get fancy here. Oh, and they fake it. Didn't see that coming, did you, Bricks? And perfect pass for 2 points. That's a piece of art right there, Bricks.
Yeah, Grim. The QB turned the defense into an abject mess.
Looks like they're lined up for an onside kick.
I thought they were going to do some sort of chorus line.
And it's 1st and 10. That's a nice gain of about 7 yards on that run. Oh, man, he just went off the rails of a crazy train and murdered that guy. Gotta love it.
He should bite his head off for an encore, Grim.
Second and 3. Maybe the QB should throw it and catch it too.
We like that.
Down and 3. And he was stuck to him like glue. And out comes the most underrated position in football, the mighty punter.
Give us the ball.
And he put all of his foot into that one. Nice. And he sends him to the ground with an exclamation point.
And a well-placed cleat.
And it's 1st and 10. And the ball razors through the defense, cutting a defender in half.
That means they can wrap up the...
And he finds open spaces running toward the end zone.
Turn on your jet, you son of a bitch. Hey, Mouse.
Yeah. Make up that ground. Beautiful. Killed one of their star players.
And it's 1st and 10. Well, he just
Oh,
footsteps and took his eye off
I
the
should
ball.
never pass to him.
Get the ball, asshole.
Second down and 10. Talk about butterfingers. He should have had that one.
Well,
Third down and 10. Look out. That's an all-out attack on the QB. He's
Oh.
run out of bounds. Well, they tried to catch him, but he got away. That's a wasted dirty trick and one fast son of a QB. And it's 1st and 10. Oh, man.
Yes.
On that guy.
Yeah, if you're gonna hit a guy that hard, you should at least kill him. Do him a favor. Finish him.
The third quarter has ended, and we'll need a huge rally or a high death toll to make this one interesting.
Going in with a good lead.
And it's 1st and 10. Man, he's running like a bull on steroids. That'll be a first down.
Excellent.
1st and 2.
Airball! Hey, did we start
Yeah.
running ghosts into the MFL grim?
No, that was just a shitty pass to absolutely no one. 2nd down and 2.
Hello, kitty. Ah.
Hey, you see that move, baby?
Blame that one on the cat.
3rd down, and the punter is warming up. And that was a perfect
There we
pass,
go.
and he scores handily. Okay, nice and easy like a 2-foot putt.
A fake kick. This is gonna ruin my fake.
And he plows forward for the 2-point conversion.
Okay, no, man, I can't lose. Jim on that. Get on out.
The home team is feeling confident as they get the kickoff into the air.
Scoring makes anyone confident.
It certainly does, Bricks. It certainly does. High five. And the quarterback signals for a hurry-up offense.
Hey, man, what the hurry-up offense?
There's no huddle. The offense calls plays at the line of scrimmage and great play by the defense. It's not too often a quarterback gets rejected.
That's why that's the position I originally tried out for. I want to know what it's like for other people to accept you.
Now that went from a joke to making me feel feelings. Stop it. This isn't a place to feel feelings. This is football. And the quarterback throws another pick.
Yes.
Should have been Sleeties this morning.
Holy shit.
Holy mother of mutant mayhem, he scored!
There's a play for the highlights.
Don't make any mistakes here, or they'll kick the shit out of you in the locker room. It's a fake kick. And he gets into the end zone for the conversion.
You know, letting these dogs into the league is a slippery slope, Grim. First them, then vampires, then mermaids, then before you know it, we're letting in cat girls. You know, things really start to get weird at that point.
Let's see if they can keep the momentum going and keep these fans happy and, or bloodthirsty, whichever. Just catch it, run it back, and don't die. Oh, and that's what it feels like to have your teeth removed without Novocaine.
If I had all my teeth knocked out like that, I'd have them made into dice, Grim. It'd be fun to gamble with my own teeth.
How do you like your defensive cook? The ball carrier saying, well done.
Bang, baby, bang.
They stop the clock with their first time.
I don't
leaving
know
them on
what
2
that
in
mess
case they need
was,
them.
Yeah, just like condoms, hatchets, and
but we'll
wires.
take it.
You know, you just summed up why we don't get together outside of work, Bricks.
Remember, folks, in the MFL, you are allowed to touch the quarterback, just like that. They use their second timeout, but they are running out of time.
Might be able to kill the quarterback.
It's more about building tension, Bricks. That's all we do at this point. And drink this bourbon. Come on, give me that.
Oh no. Kidding me.
He is loose and heading for the end zone. He could go all the way. And it's first and 10.
And timeouts are kind of like condoms, you know, Grim? You got to use them smart if you want to score. Let's see if they did.
The quarterback goes into a hurry-up offense. He's looking for a quick score.
Aren't we all, Grim? Aren't we all?
And that is caught for a first down. And it's first and 10. No one was interested in that incomplete pass.
Not if Ball's feelings are hurt.
Hey, don't make me explain that balls don't have emotions again, all right? When in a hurry-up offense, the offense needs to run out of bounds or take a timeout to stop the clock. I don't know if he even had a target on that throw. And the quarterback goes into a hurry-up offense and calls all the plays from the line of scrimmage from here on out. And that's perfect coverage. Nice deflection. The Carcass City Creeps walk away victorious.
There you go.
Folks, this wasn't even close. It was a total shellacking, like watching a knife cut through butter.
More like an axe through butter, Grim.
More like a chainsaw through baby shit, because that pretty much describes what we just saw.
And the MVP of today's game is just about to speak. As soon as he gets his jaw back in place. Oh, there he's got it now.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Grim Blitzrow with Brickhead Mulligan and
Takes
Brick
a little
Jr. and
bit
all the
to
folks at
stomp
EVLSN.
like that.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Mutant Football League.
Today's game was brought to you by the Hexon Oil Corporation. We drill it, spill it.
Don't
and
go
kill it so
anywhere,
you can
because
fill
coming up next, MFL 2, all the crunchy bits. You better get more.
Spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you got to learn why if you in my way.
You could also take this time to invite all your friends.
Good morning, fans of the new network. Normally, as you know, I don't sound like this. Normally, I sound a lot worse. Our guests today are Michael Mendenheim and Tim Kitzrow. They are the stars of Mutant Football League 2. We're going to be discussing a lot of great stuff. Tim is the voice of our favorite sports franchises that have made over $2 billion. Unfortunately, they were jerks and didn't share with him. And then Michael is the president, creative director, and Digital Dreams Entertainment Incorporated. Guys, thank you for joining us today.
It's great to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
Hey, James, I thought we were doing a radio thing. Are we really having our faces out here for the public to see? I mean, neither of us have showered. Michael's been drinking all night, as he usually does, to work on the script and get stuff going. So are we doing YouTube here?
Yeah, it's YouTube this time.
It's like my wife says, you're not going to get up in time to shower. I go, it's just radio.
So, Michael, what is Digital Dreams Entertainment?
Well, I mean, that's our company. We're a game studio and we develop games. We have our development studios in Kiev, Ukraine, and then we also have contractors and some guys in the Chicagoland area that we work with.
Yeah, we also have a couple guys parked out front in a white van. You know, they kind of keep tabs on things. They work the neighborhood.
Nice. So tell us about your great team that works with you that makes the games at Digital Dreams Entertainment.
So we have like 10 full-time guys that are in Ukraine, but since the war, they're kind of all split up now, right? So we've got like 6 guys that are still in Kiev. And then like my business partner, Maxime, right now he's in Spain. Our art director, Andre, I actually brought over into the Chicago area. Our tech leads in Sweden. And so they're kind of all over the place. And then we also work with a lot of different contractors and people in the States.
Yeah,
So
like a crime syndicate. Like I'm saying, we got the guys in the van, we got people in Spain. You know, every port, and we deal.
we're all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, Mutant
So,
Football League is a drug. It's we're basically importing crack cocaine to our video game users who cannot find the stimulation through simulation sports games. So we need to provide that street crack like NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, the games that I did back in the day, and Michael did his original Mutant Football League back in '93, Mutant League Football. But that is kind of the idea here. Is we provided that high end, over the top adrenaline addiction to sports that you can't get when you sit down to do a 3-hour simulation game. So that's why we're a drug cartel, basically, for games.
nice. So, Tim, are you the people that or the person that whacks the people and breaks their knees and all that kind of stuff? Roughs
Yeah,
them
I
up?
am the people. Yeah, I got a guy, Jimmy D'Annunzio. He's in Chicago. He owes me some favors. Not to mention too large. He owes me too large. But yeah, we enforce things. Michael and I got to make sure things are in order. So if you've ever played Mutant Football League, I'm not talking to you, James, because I know you do. But anybody out there in your audience, the fun is that it's cartoon violence. You can break legs and take arms off and legs off and bury people, and that's the fun. It's over the top crazy stuff. So as I said, all this stuff about we're an organization, a cartel. That's what the Mutant Football League is. It's a post-apocalyptic world where anything is possible. It's gladiator sport. Football with the EVLSN empire, sports empire, parroting everything in politics, social culture, politically incorrect. It lets you have fun. So
Yeah, and whatever you do, Tim, don't mention the Ukrainian mafia hit squad, okay?
No,
That's under wraps. We don't talk about that.
So, Michael, what did you learn from your experience with MFL 1 or the original MFL?
Well,
he's a drinker.
Say what, Tim?
That you're a heavy drinker.
Well,
you like your brandy.
Like everybody knows that. And actually, if we did this interview a little bit later, it'd probably be a little crazy, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things on MFL 1, we got dinged a little bit on our graphics, right? We had pretty good ratings, like on Steam, we were 9 out of 10. But the visuals, we wanted to improve. So that was one of our core focus, was to elevate how the game looked. We also obviously wanted to improve the gameplay, game mechanics. We wanted to integrate a meta game because we wanted to expand the online experience. So the game's still in production. I mean, we're not done. We're still actively working on it, but focusing on engaging online players more and overhauling the visuals were like our main areas of focus, and we also are introducing a meta game, which should be a lot of fun.
Oh, like the VR?
No, meta game, which is just like, besides for playing, games against other people, there's a bigger game on top of that.
Oh,
that is kind of like a long-term goal for people that are playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. In the first one, you were always updating and changing and adding things. Like, for example, the Dynasty mode. How did fans respond to that?
Well, Dynasty was our franchise mode, right? So it's like where you can, you start out with a really crappy team and you build it over time. And the goal was to win multiple championships to make your team a dynasty. So it's a single player mode, but it's pretty deep. And we threw in a lot of stuff that other traditional sports games would never do, like player crises. Player crises are like these unpredictable random events that can happen to players on your team. Some of these events we actually parody things that happen in the sports world, right? Because there's so much strange stuff going on in sports with the athletes that we bring those into our game. And then when we write up the player crisis, we just blow it and make it over the top. So it's just beyond ridiculous. So then the players gotta decide, oh, I'm going to keep my guy in jail, or am I going to pay, and he's going to miss some games, or I'm going to pay a fortune in legal expenses to get him out. So we throw those curveballs at the players throughout Dynasty mode. And what it did was it gave, like, you know, the fans of the game a pretty robust single player experience that they really liked.
That is awesome. So how do you plan on increasing the way Mutant Football League can interact, compete, and express themselves?
Basically paying people off, and we got the muscle, the two guys in the van. We're going to put the lean on some of those big boys there at the big companies and tell them that there's a new kid on the block. You know, look out.
Well, we may have to release the Mafia Hit Squad too. So the questions, can you phrase it a different way? Because I don't quite understand that.
Yeah, it seems like you're taking input from the community to be able to increase the interactive ability of it, the competitive levels, and then the ways for them to express themselves. Like, because you're really incorporating the community into making this game.
Yeah, always. So we call ourselves a community-driven product. So what we do is when we start out to like design Mutant Football League 2, we kind of know what the issues were from the previous game. So those kind of are on the top of our list to fix. But then I'm always sending out surveys, you know, I don't know, probably a couple surveys a year that our community responds to. And they let us know, like, what are the features most important. Then when we're actually in development, like right now, we have beta testing where some of the hardcore players come in, and now they're playing the game right now, actually, and they give us feedback while we're developing the game. So right now it's only like 12 guys, right? But I literally set up meetings with them and I play with them, and then we talk while we play.
Oh, wow.
And then I record it, and then we come back and we pull out what we want to fix and what we don't. And they'll be brutally honest. Like, they all know they're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. They're just, what we're all trying to do is make the game as good as it can be.
Nice.
Then at the end of May, like Memorial Day weekend, we're going to open that Steam early access publicly. So, you know, more people will come in and they will have their feedback. And it's not for everybody, right? It's early access. You see how the sausage is made. You're going to experience some bugs. It's all the features aren't in the game. It's a work in progress. But they'll come in, like the players that really care about the game are really interested. And now they can tell us things. They can suggest ideas for like smaller features we still have time to implement. So by the time we actually release the game, like, we've already had, you know, a good 6 months of community involvement, telling us what they like and what they don't. So usually by the time we get to release, like, people are going to like the product, because like, the consumers don't lie. They'll tell you if the game's moving too slow or whatever the issues are. And we can really spend a lot of time polishing it. And my whole development philosophy is always find the fun first, right? Make the game fun and then build on top of that. So
what a great thing in this community that Michael's interacting directly. It's like the undercover boss. You get to meet the boss. I mean,
Yeah.
what video game and what other, especially we joke about the big boys because we're the indie, we're the smaller guys, but that's one of the benefits. And want to encourage everybody out there, anyone who's certainly never played the game, just keep spreading the word. When you have a chance to sit down with the guy who created this game in '93, play it with him, talk about with him. I do conventions all over the country, video game, the retro game conventions. To be able to talk to the designers while you're playing with them, that would be like a VIP all access pass for $100 to have that experience. I mean, Michael is he's so available, and it's what makes it special. It's like if you're a car aficionado, having to work with Carroll Shelby, like you get to drive in the Shelby with him, the Mustang.
Nice.
Hey, I like this. I want it to go faster, fucking faster. So, I mean, it's one of the great things. And I'm telling you, this game, I've seen it at conventions, the Midwest Gaming Classic. There's a guy called the Carcade Business, where he puts huge screens on the back of his van, opens up giant speakers, and you get to play games. He brings it to special events. So people walking by, it's mostly, arcade style games and different things inside the hall. And people were flocking around. The visuals, first of all, just grab people. It was just put people in. They've never played the game, never seen it. And an hour later, they're just laughing in hysterics from 8-year-old kids, literally a brother and sister, 8 and 10-year-old, to a group of 15 to 20-year-old kids. It's just addicting. It's such a great game. So all the talk about it is great here, but I just have to say, go on YouTube, check out your clips, go to the website, look at it. Just the visuals alone. And Michael, I feel horrible when you say, oh, people didn't think the visuals were up to standards. Everybody keeps saying the visuals are incredible. They haven't even seen the new world yet. So your mind is going to be doubly blown when you see the new stuff.
Actually, that is funny you mentioned the visuals, because that was literally my next question. Tell us about the graphic overhaul. Was it your development team that has made, the difference between Mutant Football League 1 and Mutant Football League 2? Or is it because of the advancements of the Unity engine that you used for the game? Or is it a combination of the both?
Well, probably the biggest thing is like the new platforms, right? Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. So at its core, Mutant Football League is a console game. So we build for console. It is on PC. And we care about the PC market, but the PC market is more, it's our test bed, right? It's like where we're building the game and we're testing the game and we have our hardcore players there, but really we're a console game. So, having the platforms we develop for those platforms, obviously having great engineers like our tech lead, Ivan, he is brilliant. So, without like our core engineering team doing the rendering and the graphics, we don't have anything. Unity, it's the system that we're it's like the core engine of the game. So while it's fine for what we're doing, Unity does have its limitations, but it also has its advantages. And one of the advantages with Unity is it allows you to port rather quickly and seamlessly. But the core technology of pushing those pixels and running all the graphics are the engineering primarily.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, shoot, I know the new one is not coming out on the older systems, which is the reason why I literally just on Sunday went out and got a PlayStation 5 so I can play the new one. I am that excited about it. They were like, well, so why are you getting in there? You want to play the new Spider-Man and the new this, new that, new Madden? I'm like, no, I want to play the new Mutant Football League. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, and then I explained it to them. They're like, wow, that does sound awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm sorry, Tim, go ahead.
Have you seen the IGN clip yet? And let's let your viewers know about that clip. I don't know if you can play any while we're talking here, but the IGN just gave a nice little splash in advance, and the trailer is just awesome to look at. I don't know. So if you can't play it now, but it's a good tease for anybody
Oh,
listening.
it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think I sent you a link.
Yeah, so everybody out there, take a look at Mutant Football League IGN quick review, and the trailer is just fantastic. It's like an epic movie. Like
it's phenomenal.
Gravitas and it's even without me and the crazy characters. It's just visually, it is just stunning.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. It's a phenomenal clip. I would definitely recommend our fans check that out after this interview.
So, James, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
So this interview, what is the rating of this interview so Tim and I can be
you can say whatever you want. Yeah, I put it not for kids.
You know, for those that have played the game, you'll know that it's an M-rated game, and
exactly
you do have language there, and sometimes Tim and I say some naughty.
The fun thing is, so that Michael was smart enough as a businessman to put in the parental filter.
Exactly.
You can get rid of the blood, the gore, and the foul language if you want. And then, of course, when you leave the house, the kids figure out a way to turn it back on.
Yeah, but actually, I wasn't smart enough. That actually is from our community. We have a lot of dads who wanted to play with their kids.
Yeah.
Moms that wanted to play with their kids. And they were like, I want to play, but it's just too crude. Can you guys please put something in there which will allow us to play with our kids? So then, we have settings that you could turn the game into an E-rated game.
Exactly. So it's good to have options.
Funny, yeah.
Definitely. So it's one of those games that has a lot of layers. It has a lot of depth, but yet it's also so easy that anyone can pick up and play. Is that intentional?
Oh, by design for sure. So I'm a old school gamer, right? So I love arcade games, and I've made many games in my career. So one of the things, it's like I like simple controls, right? So the whole idea is like, if you're really drunk or stoned, that you could get into the game and play. Like, I don't know, but there must be like a million people out there who are very stoned, and they put on like the new version of Madden, right? They just get Madden, and then they put it on, and then there's so much stuff to do to just start to play a game. It's like it takes you 25 minutes, and that's fine. But for our products, we encourage people to drink and get stoned while playing, and we wanted it very simple and easy to play. But then it's about the strategy and the depth, and that's really, we design our game so it's easy to play, pick up and play, easy to understand the core fundamentals. Like if you know football, or you played NFL Blitz or Madden, like you'll instantly be able to play. But then once you start understanding the weapons and the dirty tricks, and that your guys can die, and you have to manage that resource, and that some players are all-stars and they are like uber players. They are so much more powerful than like your fourth string players, that you start understanding, I'm using these guys for cannon fodder, I got to protect my all-stars. So when you have the depth of just kind of normal football, which is really deep, and then on top of that you've got the resource management, it becomes a very, very deep game. And then you throw on the unpredictableness of Mutant Football League, which is anything can happen at any time. And we introduce all these random events. So no game ever plays the same. You could play the exact two teams. And since we're not a simulation, like we're not trying to create like the perfect thing that you see on TV. So like we have weather in the game. lightning randomly can strike. Lightning could randomly strike and hit your all-star player. Now you could lose him. And, you know, that didn't happen the first time you played the exact same game. So we love the unpredictability about it. And that's kind of what gives it its replayability.
Exactly. So many variables, so many different things. So, I mean,
more NFL players, and you know, I don't know enough about the, you know, what's going on in the community. I'm not on social media enough, but I would think that NFL players would be, you know, talking about it and playing it and showing clips of it. And I would love to do, you know, ultimately one of my goals is to get some big party together and get NFL players to play it and do it for charity and challenge, you know, people in the community. I mean, if I'm Patrick Mahomes, I would love to play myself as Patrick Mahomes.
exactly.
But it's just so much fun. And like, if you're of that generation, you're in your 20s, you're playing, you know, in the NFL, to have the Madden experience, I'm sure very cool. But then to play this great Halloween kind of meets comedy cartoon, like where you're the star of it, it's ripe for like, you know, going huge. I've always thought this game, when people ask me about NFL Blitz and Jam, did you know it was going to be that big? Of course not. But this game, you know, if it was back in the 90s, you know, where there weren't a million choices, you know, and everything, this game, I guarantee you, and if it came out at the arcade, would be, you know, the legendary, like, you know, $1 billion seller. I just have no doubt. It's all about getting in front of people. I've never seen anyone get in front of this game and walk away. When we took it to E3, Michael, it was just nonstop, people going nuts. It's like all these literally $1 billion companies around us with, you know, multi-million-dollar setups. And it was like Michael and I with our little tent, you know, the
garage bands.
And people were just howling and laughing. Everybody's looking at like, what are they doing? What are they drinking? It was just so much fun. It always engages people. You know, once again, we can talk about it, but you get in front of that game, you can just watch. Do you want to talk about the greatest esport? This is the best sport to watch because you're watching people get mangled in arms and you're watching incredible plays, and you're watching this artwork of orcs and zombies and skeletons and robots. It's just the craziest world that you've never seen before. Where can you say, you know, there's a sports game where everything you see is something you've never seen before? And Michael said every game you play is different than what you've seen before.
Exactly. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, it is one of those great experiences. It, like you said, it's not the simulation game. It is something better. It is something for everyone. It's not just for the diehard sports fan, diehard enthusiast. So the casual gamer loves it. I mean, it's one of those things that, like you said, once you experience it, you probably don't want to go back.
Right.
So with the new
greatest thing is, I'm sorry to interrupt, is that, you know, all the years like me working on NFL Blitz, we always had the NFL looking over our shoulder. We had 100 lawyers.
Exactly.
Everything that we wrote, everything we said, everything we did. And now that when it came out on arcade, went up NFL Blitz, they removed all the late hits and 5 tackles they deemed too violent. Well, that doesn't happen in Mutant Football League. You know, the idea that we have no overlords, it's Michael. And we go places that no one has ever imagined. That's what makes it's so thrilling. And it plays like a real football game. So you talk about the meta game, it works on so many levels. It's entertainment on so many levels. You're getting like the audio, which is like the Looney Tunes cartoon, these characters that, you know, crazy shit you're hearing during the game. You're seeing sandworms and giant buzzsaws come across the field. You're seeing Bomb Shady, Tom Brady, pull out a shotgun and shoot someone. You bribe a ref, you kill a ref. It's like it's literally like, you know, tripping and playing NFL Blitz or something. It's a magic, like Alice in Wonderland world where everything is different.
Exactly. And I'm excited about the new Dynasty mode where you have the progression league, where we start in the lower league, minor league, and then it goes up to a pro league. I think that's going to be phenomenal. I think the new 5-card grades are going to be phenomenal. I mean, there's just so much stuff that you all got going on. Obviously, the new stadiums, the new teams, and then I understand you can even create your own teams.
Yeah, so we have a lot of features we want to develop for the game. The war has thrown a lot of kinks into our plans, because it's really hard for the guys. Like, you know, if all of a sudden bombs are dropping or the power goes out, it creates a lot of, game development is unpredictable enough. Then you just throw in like the situation in Ukraine, and it just is awful. So, but the guys are working hard under incredibly difficult circumstances. And we're afraid we're going to lose some guys now because everybody's just getting inscripted into the army. So it's a scary situation out there. But we want to develop all of these features, right? And create a team is something that the community has wanted, and we think it would be awesome for users to create. So it's going to come down to the timing and the schedule. We're a small studio. We self-fund our games, so we're not like getting funded. And it's like, how much money do we have, and what can we get done in that amount of time? Because it's going to serve no one anything if we go out of business. So the difficulties of the war situation really thrown a lot of
Definitely.
issues into our development process. But we do have 2 leagues. I mean, that's in right now. It won't be there for Steam Early Access. Players will be able to play a season, but not Dynasty yet.
Okay.
But they will have the 2 leagues, and then we're also introducing player drafts.
Oh, nice.
Right. So you're going to be able to, sign rookies and draft and then put them on your team every year and sign them to contracts. And then your older players are going to kind of degrade over time.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they cost a lot of money, but their skills start to diminish after a few seasons. So you might have to cut beloved players that you've built up just because your funds for your team, your salary cap is too high. So we're introducing a lot of those. And the other big feature on Dynasty Supreme was for sure allowing players to create their own team, which everybody wants. So we haven't developed that yet. It's on our plan, but we have to see how things go.
Can they have X-rated names?
Ooh.
Well, we have to be careful there because we're not a licensed product, right? We haven't licensed the NFLPA or the NFL. So the names and likeness, I mean, that comes out. Now, I would love to do an NFL license, but we just don't have the money to do that. And it wouldn't be so much the NFL. It would be the NFLPA. It's the players. Our game's more like fantasy football.
Yeah.
Where the teams, the Chicago Bears, and it doesn't matter so much. But it's the stars of the league that really matter. And our game is personality driven. Like, it's about the characters and what they can do and that type of thing. So we've really put a lot of emphasis on unique characters with our personalization for all the characters and how you develop them. So you mentioned the 3 grades of cards. Those are also like the 3 ranks of players in our game. So we have a scrub, scrubs and rookies. Scrubs, and so these are guys that aren't very their skills, their abilities are low because they're scrubs, but they can be developed into pros. So you could upgrade them to pros, and then their armor changes, right? And stuff starts to change on them. And then the next upgrade is all pro. So then their armor changes again, and their helmets start to change, and then all of a sudden their jerseys get short, so they reveal like their
Midriff, yeah,
torsos. And then from all pro you can upgrade to an all-star. Now the helmets come off and you see their hair, and they might be wearing some bling, And then eventually you can upgrade them to legend, where now they're wearing shades and earrings and their armor's even bigger. So that's kind of like our progression. So like in a mode like Dynasty, you earn XP while you play every game, and then you use that XP to build up your player. And that XP is based on fantasy football formula. So, when you score a touchdown, you get 6 points. 4 points for a passing touchdown, 1 point for a reception, 1 point for every 10 yards if you're a receiver, running back. So those XP points pile up while you play, and then you use that XP so you can go, I want him faster, I want him tougher, I want better throwing accuracy for my quarterback. So you really start developing these guys, and then when they reach certain thresholds and they achieve certain goals, then they can be upgraded.
That's brilliant.
It sounds.
I don't know. I said I'm not a player, but just hearing that is brilliant. Michael? Is that something that is completely unique? Does any other game have that idea? A sports game try to take the fantasy thing into
No, it doesn't. I mean, there are games based on fantasy football, but it's a different element. But I'm a huge fantasy football player. It's hugely successful. And it's easy to understand. So all those mechanics just so seamlessly work into our game.
What a great reward. Instead of just saying, I got this many points this week and waiting to make your money, it's like you're upgrading players and doing stuff with it. You're investing in your house, your property, fixing the roof.
Yeah, it's cool. And what cards allow you to do, it's if you get a special card, it allows you to upgrade your player a little bit quicker. And then we also have historic cards. So you collect those cards, and those players get unlocked in free agents. And then there's some other surprises, which we'll announce when we're a little bit further down the road.
So, sorry. So it sounds like basically the best thing to do is to get in with Mutant Football League 2 early on. You want to be a part of the process. You want to be able to share with the community. You want to be able to get into it as soon as possible, because the game is just going to keep getting better and better. It's going to keep adding more features, just like you did with the first one, where you're going to incorporate more things as the game goes along, as things permit, it sounds like.
That's right. And what happens when you're in early access? I mean, so the game's not fully featured at this point, right? So, and you're also going to experience some bugs. But what it allows you to do is see features in development early, right? So, and then you can make suggestions on, hey, if you did this, it would be better. And if you're interested in just game development, you see the product progress, but you're involved in all of the uglies as well, right? So it's not for everybody. Some people just like, you know what? I don't care how the movie's made. I just want to see the movie.
Exactly.
Right? So it depends, on what you like. So if you just like to see the movie, wait till our official release. But if you actually like to see how the movie's made and be a part of that and actually be able to, talk to the game director and provide input, then, early access is for you.
Sounds great. Guys, as always, it is a pleasure having both of you on the show. Tim, do you ever tour with your stand-up or anything like that?
No, well, basically it's what I do. I mean, the conventions around the country, I think I did 20 last year, and I do panels, and that's where I just, it's who I am. I just kind of riff and tell stories. It's usually, I call it storytelling with Mr. Boom Shakalaka, because everybody does, want to know, how I got into the industry and all these different questions. But I've always found it's more interesting. There's so many different side stories, and I love talking about the games and the characters, and I'll do some, Grimm and Bricks Jr., whatever. So that's one of the reasons that I fell in love with this game, and Michael and I hit it off, because I'm from Chicago. I went to Second City, and I love sports. So I got to put all the things I love to do together: perform, write, improvise comedy, and sports. So it's a perfect medium for me.
Can I just say a few things concerning Tim? So I've worked with a lot of voice actors, right? A lot of different actors. I actually had the privilege of working with guys like Tim Curry. Having Tim Kitzrow, being in a studio with this guy, is one of the best parts of the game development. His brilliance, his spontaneity, the stuff he comes up with just off the cuff. I mean, we have really good writers, and Tim writes a lot of the dialogue, and I write a lot of the dialogue, and we'll have stuff that we think's pretty good and pretty funny, and all of our humor's like kind of like Family Guy, Simpsons type of humor that, where maybe a child doesn't understand it, but the family does. And we also have a lot of just, fart and poo-poo jokes and then some raw humor. But having Tim start riffing when he'll have a line and he'll just be like, fuck, I got something better that just popped. And then he'll go and I'll let him go. Right. And that's how we get some of the best, most original, laugh out loud lines in the game. And that's because of this man's genius here. He's a legend.
Well, it's and what freedom for me. I've never had that experience to be, so much a part of the creative process, and to have the leash taken off in the recording studio. I mean, if you're a musician, like you can't go in there and have a guitar solo composed and never be able to go off script. You're a jazz musician. I mean, improv and comedy is all about that feeling it.
So fans of the new network, it has been a pleasure. We have had a great show today, talking with Michael, talking with Tim, all kinds of great stuff about Mutant Football League 2, and it's been a pleasure, guys. Before we let you go, where on social media, where on the web, where can we find out more about you?
Okay, so for Mutant Football League, you can just go to our website. It's really easy. It's just mutantfootballleague.com. We're also on Twitter at Mutant Football, and then you can find us on Facebook, Mutant Football League, Instagram. Our website has all the social sites that you will need. All the information is there.
Awesome. And Tim, you got any stand-up specials or anything to promote?
Yeah, I've taken a lot of time off for shows this summer, but I'll be back out in the fall doing shows. But people can follow me at Tim Kitzrow, Twitter, Instagram. So keep you guys informed. But it's once again a real pleasure to talk to you, James, and I encourage people to take a look at go and take a look at all the clips. That way, fans post so many great things. And Michael, we found a group of guys. I don't know if you remember their handle, whatever, but it had like 200,000 views, and they laughed the entire time, like screaming, laughing, and it was so much fun to watch those guys play. That is the joy that is Mutant Football League, and I hope everyone checks it out, spreads the word, because if you read what's going on in the industry, the layoffs, the huge, the giants, the dinosaurs, they're doing themselves in because they haven't been doing what Michael does, listening to the community, providing new things, being creative. There's so many middle managers and people that have to, extinguish, things in meetings and politically correct. Mutant Football League is the antidote to all of the stuff that is the same, like SUVs that all look the same. We're the cool sports car. We're the car that, it's like, these guys are trouble. Mutant Football League is trouble when it comes down the street. So check it out. Have some fun. You'll be glad you did. And please tell your friends, because we don't have those mega $1 million budgets to advertise and promote. We have guys like you. Once people in the community know about it, we know we're going to hook you. As I said, the joke is the drug reference. We're going to give you that first taste for free. Once you see it, the trailer, you can get a taste of it. You're going to be a lifelong crackhead on Mutant Football League.
And Tim and I are going to be going into the studio next month.
Yeah.
So another discussion of Mayhem chaos.
That's right.
That is awesome. Well, guys, it has been a pleasure having you all join us today.
Okay, thank you, James.
Great to see you. Take care.
Thank you ever so much, everybody who managed to join us for the stream this evening. We appreciate all y'all. If you haven't done so yet, hit that sub button down below and turn your notifications on so you're notified every time we go live. We'll see you next weekend. It is the last Saturday of the month, so that means some carnivore dinosaur hunt. Then Sunday Night Slaughter returns on Sunday, and Monday Night Mayhem will follow. Until then, once again, thanks so much everybody for watching. Don't forget to share us with all your fiends and friends and followers. And as always, stay crunchy, y'all. Oh yeah, and wishlist MFL 2 on Steam. Do it now.
Upgraded to be a machine, I dream of a laser beam that cuts me into two. That's way I can lead two lives. Have a better chance to survive, derive from an aboriginal ape who is smarter now, whose life's at stake. Unharmonious, glorious retreat, pushed back into battle and held up on my feet. Need to seek shelter, felt the belt welcher. No need to tell ya, what will compel ya, propel ya into a landslide. Derail the train, provide an alternate ride. Shooting falling stars with a slingshot, ending their life while they're burning hot. Better get caught for a stamp to school. We are biological machines, capable of dreams with insatiable means. Procreational seeds, confrontational beings, temptational greed. Psychotic sea watches us, the nail in its foot that busts. Plus we fight and bust, trust in ourselves. Our own ignorance is the hand we fill. Well in a flower that will never blossom. Kill for the power, your bullets has shot them. Drop them, lock them in a 6x6. Gave them fire, but we're missing the sticks. Power, desire, holding a loud wire. Raise a bar, but wasn't able to go higher. Tried again. But my impatience led to impermanence in the end. Defended by a gate, time to break it down. We gotta separate the boys from the clowns. Swimming in a lake and we all might drown. In a dream state, time to wake up now. We are biological machines, capable of dreams. We are biological machines with insatiable needs. We are biological machines, capable of dreams with insatiable needs. Procreation, no seeds, break. Break.
Flying an exit now. Flying an exit now. Time is running out. Now. Time is running out. Time is running out.
I am bored. I am so over Hey, El Hexa. Find me something better than Madden.
If I'm lost, searching me in the Football League.